Hi students, this is Mr. Panico, and this is a video instruction on this gizmo weathering activity. This activity will show you some forms of weathering that you did not read about in the lesson, and I want you to become familiar with the several forms of weathering this activity shows you, as obviously you're going to have a quiz on them where you'll be identifying forms of weathering in photographs of different rocks and boulders. Okay, so basically there's two parts to this activity. There's the animation tab and the simulation tab. Let's go back to the animation tab. You have a menu, drop down menu, and I want you to go to each one of these types of weathering and just read about it, and then click on the animation for that type of weathering and see the weathering occur by animation. So you have this introduction first, and on each page you've got one or two paragraphs. I want you to read those, understand what information is being given. Okay, so you start with the intro, read those two paragraphs, go to frost wedging, which is the same as ice wedging. So you read these paragraphs, and then down here at the bottom you've got the play button, so you click the play button, and now frost wedging will be animated for you. You see the ice filling into the cracks, and then the ice expanding, pushing and cracking the rock. There goes the rock, right? And then you see the rock almost ready to fall off the cliff there. So that's ice wedging or frost wedging, and then I want you to go to the next one. Abrasion, and then keep on going, pressure release, dissolving clay formation, rusting, and other. The abrasion, we'll quickly look. This is a glacier, and as a glacier moves along the ground, it drags large boulders at the bottom, which creates lines or gouges into the bedrock, and that's a form of weathering as well. Those gouges are called striations. But you read these two paragraphs, click on the play button, and watch the animation. And so then you go through each one: pressure release, dissolving, clay, rusting, and other. When you get to other, there's no animation, but you just click next. So here's salt weathering, next heat expansion, next root wedging, which was in the lesson, and lichen, which is like a type of plant growth on the rock, and then you're done. All right, so when you go through all those, pay attention, read, learn, understand what they are, because you're going to have to recognize them on the quiz. Then go to the next tab, simulation, and I'll explain this. What it is you have four types of rock. Look down here, it says rock type. You have granite, sandstone, limestone, and shale. These are basically four types of mountains. These are gigantic, large rocks, or maybe mountains, but regardless, you're going to see each one of these types of rock weather away over time. And what I want you to do is put the average temperature way to the highest part, the 30 degrees Celsius. Take the precipitation, the amount of rain, and make it the highest level, which is 300 centimeters per year. Highest temperature and highest precipitation is the most effective, most powerful way to weather away rocks. Okay, that's like a warm tropical climate, which has the greatest rate of weathering over time. All right, types of weathering, leave that alone. You don't have to touch it. And then here, rock type and the year and how much volume of rock is weathered away. That's what I want you to focus on. So I have the grid on. That helps. You'll see with the grid off. Click this button at the bottom. Now the grid is on. Okay, so if I just click play on granite, highest weathering configuration, hit play, bam. Now you're seeing the rock weather away, but it's very slow. It's hard to notice it. So we're going to make it go at fast speed in just a moment. Now, notice the year. We're already on 5,000 years. Now we're on 6,000 years. Now we're on 7,000 years. So time's moving pretty quick in this simulation. And now here you see the volume, 400 cubic meters, 500 cubic meters, etc. Over time, more and more volume of rock is being weathered. But let's see it happen at faster speed. Okay, so I'm going to hit the fast speed, And now you can really see it moving. Look how fast the years are going by. Look how much volume of rock is being weathered away. I'll just stop it right here. And at 43,000 years of time, 2,000 cubic meters of rock was weathered away. Okay? Interesting. Now I'm going to hit reset. And the mountain's back to its normal shape. Okay, I want you to do that just to see what it's like for sandstone. Again, hit the slow, hit the fast, watch it go for a little bit, and when you're done, hit recycle. Do the same for limestone and shale so you can get a sense of how they weather away over time. But then I want you to do this little activity, and you'll be done. I want you to go back to granite, and I want you to click play, fast forward, and once it gets to 30,000 years, 30,000, I want you to hit pause and note how much volume of rock was weathered. You ready? Bam! Okay, now that's 31. That's okay. Give or take 1,000. It doesn't matter. The point is you got 1,091 cubic meters of rock weathered in approximately 30,000 years. Write that down. Note how much was weathered. Hit reset and do the same thing with sandstone. Do the same thing with limestone. Do the same thing with shale. Each one for 30,000 years, and see the amount of volume of the volume of rock that was weathered in 30,000 years. One of these weathers much faster than the others. Take note of that. You'll be asked that on the quiz, and that's what the simulation is all for, to see which one of these types of stone weathers away the most. So put some effort into this, pay attention, and then when you're done, you can take the weathering gizmo quiz. Thank you.